Alright, hello, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Code. A lot has changed. I kind of redid a couple things. I made this, instead of more just searching for artifacts, I made this searching for crystal shards, because that seems easier to do, and I could work with that. Anyway, so here we are at the game. So just click here now. As you can see, I did add a mouse feature. I might take this out because it's kind of hard to work with. But we don't really have to use it. We can still use the keyboard. So that's what I'm going to do. Just since the mouse cursor is there. So I got a new game, and I'm about to show you something. So I created a cutscene. I created a villain, Dark Queen Fuki, Fuki. This is the cutscene. There it goes, and then it switches there. So then we've got the bedroom where you start. I created a little bit of a scene where you wake up. It says you wake up after a strange dream about your father, and then we'll just kind of go over here to the steps. Now you've seen this before in the very first video, but I added a few things. Instead of her walking 3 steps and then joining you, I made it so changed the dialogue to fit the story. I made it so she walks straight to you and then joins. Tells you have to check the closet. And of course we've got the gold, the potions, the short swords, and the armor. So we're going to just go here. I'm just going to equip. And I'm going to have to use the mouse, I guess. Equipped. One short sword there. So here. We could use optimize, but I don't like using that too much. So both characters are now equipped. Let's go. We go outdoor. I added this feature where she tells you where to go and who to find. I did away with the world map because the world map kind of sucks. It's hard to do with a world map, so we did paths instead. We have a sign here that tells you exactly where it is. Of course, I have to fix that, but it usually does that. Now we're in town. So it tells us last I heard dream can be found at the pub. Now if you don't know where the pub is, you can talk to the guard. The guard says, welcome to Brookfield, what can I help you with? You want to know the names of the towns. They're basically based off of towns within Wisconsin, where I live. So Brookfield right now is the current city or town I live in. So I named the first town after that. You can talk to this little girl, tells you that her sister Minerva owns the magic shop, which is right there. You've got an item shop, the inn, we have a weapon shop, and of course the pub. Okay, now I redid the Dragon's Breath scene from the very first one to make it a little bit more interesting and stuff. And just giving it automatically, it shows up on the bar table. As you can see, I'll use the mouse to point to it. As you can see, the bottle's there. So you talk to the bartender. He says, welcome to Dragon's Inn. Now these two things, I haven't put anything in yet. So we're just going to go straight to the Dragon's bottle. Buy a bottle of Dragon's Breath. He goes there. He says, it says that, and he goes there and he pulls one out, and there you have it. Now you take it. Okay, we'll just exit into this. Now you know where the Dragon's Breath scene is, so we're going to point out a few things. We're going to point out the main game. So here's Rune. Rune asks you what brings you to town. You need advice from the Dark Queen. A lot of stuff's got to be fixed. Dark Queen's full name is Fuki Samakai. Tells you it's a bull task to take her on. There's a few typos, but I can fix that. And then, of course, more dialogue. Tells you exactly how to do it. And he knows where the first one is. You ask where it is, you need to find the Earth Temple. There you'll find the first shard, the Earth. Next shard, the Water Shard. Tells you go to the Eastern Forest and stop at Pewaukee and get some supplies. Like I said, there's some things that need to be fixed. Alright, you leave the bar. We'll show you the shops, but then we go here, and it leads you to the Eastern Forest. I added some now, instead of putting villains that magically appear out of nowhere, I added some actual enemies that you can see. I like those better than random enemies that show up out of nowhere. So then we've got a couple hornets you can kill. Now I always gotta just put one, but I thought why not put three so that way you get easy chances to level up. And voila. Warriors 24 points, you have a shit ton of gold that you got. If you go up this way, you enter into Pewaukee, named after another town I used to live in. So here's where you can get some supplies. Of course, you've got the magic shop. Oh, I added a couple secrets. So we've got this one. There's the statue of Rune. He was once the mayor until he died. Well, that's going to change because Rune's actually still alive. Now, if you go here, there's the secret. You hit enter real quick. You have a secret that creates a bridge that gives you access to this chest with 5,000 gold in it. And if you talk to this guy, now I didn't know if I took this out, which I did, so we won't worry about him. Initially, it was kind of similar to the old. It was kind of a little thing where if you choose one quest, you got one chest, you get the other one. Okay, so you have the inn. Alright, now a couple things I did take out that I'm going to put back in, so let's see. Alright, let's go find the Earth Temple and we'll show you what that looks like. And I think I'm going to stop there because I haven't quite worked on a few things I'm still working on yet, but you're getting the basic gist of the game. And I'll go and show you some stuff. Okay, and then you go here. This is the slime cave. A work in progress. So the Earth Temples, if you follow this way, I'm going to have it where those actually attack you once you touch it right now, so that we don't have to hit the action button. But here, you're back in town. Alright, I got a few things to fix. So, with that, let's exit out of here. Yeah, we'll go to... I'm going to go to cancel. Game end. Or shut down. Now, I'm going to show you how a few things are set up. So we'll go here. So, first off, the cutscene. Okay, so you have the players. So this little spot here, this little event here is the porthole. This is the villain. This is the story character, we call him. And of course, we got the player character sitting here. However, I don't want the player character to actually show up in the cutscene. So I'll go over to the event and show you how I did that. So the first thing I do is I made sure the player is transparent so he doesn't show up. I have the screen fade in. And you show the porthole animation. You show the villain show up. And then she says a few things. Then a glowing light shows up on the story character. Then the story character moves up 3 spaces, says some dialogue. She says some dialogue. Causes thunder to hit the story character. Story character has an exclamation point, but I'm actually going to remove that. The screen fades out. then it transports the player to the starting scene where the player can start where the player can control the character. Sets the move route to transparent off, which means now you can see the character and fades in the screen, and then it goes straight to here. Go straight to the next page. All in an auto run. So that still worked. Okay, so y'all know about that. Y'all know about all that. I created Milltown, which is the next town you're going to go into. Of course, we have the inn. Now, I initially decided to have a quest feature in here, but sometimes that's too hard to figure out and go from. And kind of that requires a world map at points, so I'm not going to bother with that. Maybe I'll put it in later on, but for this purpose, of course, we have our 2 dungeons. So I'll show you what the Earth Temple looks like real quick. So here's the entrance. Everything's going to have an entrance. And then you've got the first floor. I'll kind of zoom out so you can get a good view. Which is like this, and you get steps to the second floor. And then you got steps to the Earth Chapel. In the Earth Chapel, I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can see the Earth Chapel. You have the Earth Guardian. See? And when you kill him, the Earth Shard shows up. The Earth Shard is in this chest. And there you go. Okay, that's that. And then there's the Slime Cave, which is kind of a small little quest you can take on. Of course, you have the entrance. You have Cave 1. Then you have an exit here. That goes to Cave 2. And there's going to be slime roaming around, so, you know, that you can attack. I'm going to change that. And then, of course, you got a monster slime here with some dialogue before it happens. So that's all that. And I have some maps because, like I said, I had taken out the world map feature at this point. So I have some woods. So I have here, like I showed you, with some random enemies kind of floating around, past the Milltown. You'll have, this takes you from your house to the town of Brookfield, and then you have Milltown Forest, which will take you to the Earth Temple eventually. I'm planning on adding a few other things. So that's it so far, what's going to go on. And with that, I'd like to thank you. Now I'm going to show myself. With that, I'd like to thank you for watching this episode of Behind the Code. Expect another one coming hopefully soon as I add some more stuff. Until then, peace out, stay frosty, and stay gaming.